Now it's going. Okay, this is a Northwest, this is a Northwest head. A Northwest head does not have the chute attached like the Oak does. It is removable and has to be added in. You take the chute, you slide it down the groove. These grooves right here on both sides go down the thing, and now it's attached. Okay? The chute cover goes into the groove. This is the chute, the candy chute cover plate. You'll notice that it is quite different and it actually clamps on. So this one goes in, clamps in onto the one side, and then slides into the other side. And it goes just like that and sits on there. The mechanism is a little bit more difficult to put on. Unlike the Oak that just slides in, this one actually has to slide into this bar and then clip down on this. The way you do that is you take this one here, you slide it in this side right here. Make sure that this locking mechanism is up. Then it slides down and locks into place. Now it is locked in and it's not going to go anywhere. Okay? This is for the base where the money is going to be located at. Okay? When you looked at the base for an Oak mech, you would notice that the candy hole was located at 6 o'clock. So the candy hole for an Oak is always straight down. The candy hole for a Northwestern is sitting at about 8 o'clock, which is why when you look at this, you'll see that it's not coming center out like the Oak. It's offset. That's how you can tell the difference between the Oak and the Northwestern. Okay, so this is the Northwestern. We're going to take, this is the wheel for the Northwestern. It has the wheel has two parts, and then you have the spring. The wheel and the adjuster for the candy. The slots are right here. This one right here is missing a tooth, so this is not one that we're going to be able to use because we can't set the candy properly. Okay? So this is going in the trash. Fortunately, I have another one right here. Okay? For the small candies, you have the smallest slot here, so that when you put this in, that is the smallest opening for candy. The medium, which is going to be your Skittles, your M&Ms, your Reese's. The second slot is going to be the mediums, the Hot Tamales, the Mike and Ike's. The third slot is going to be your large, which is going to be your Sprees and your M&M Peanuts. Those are the only 3 slots you will ever use on this thing. If you have one of these getting set up to go with nuts is going to be a 3 slot also. Okay? So, again, you're going to put an open slot over the hole in the can for the candy. You're gonna, there's a little dent right there for the spindle. You're gonna stick that over the top of that. The spring, you'll notice, when we were dealing with an Oak mech, the spring holes were at 3 and 9 o'clock. Or basically right in line with the spring, okay. Again, it's offset. So in this case, the spring holes are at basically 7 and 2, okay? This spring goes over the top of the candy hole. So our candy hole is right here. The spring goes over the top of that. You'll see that you have the holes here and here. So the spring goes right there, and you'll see that you cannot see daylight. The hole that the candy is going out is completely covered. Okay? This is the front of the machine. The candy hole is offset. Now, we're going to take this machine. This is the base that we're going to put on it. We're going to put it in there, and you'll see that it goes into that groove right there. Then you're going to take these small screws and you're going to put them in the 3 in the corners. You can see daylight probably through all 4 corners of this thing. That's where you're going to put your screws to tie it. Okay, you've got a screw here. You've got a screw here. You've got a screw here. You can put a screw over here if you want to, but that's going to hold it in place. Now, again, the notch is at the front. You put that. Make sure that it's seated. The lid goes on. You're done. That is how you change out a candy wheel on a Northwestern.